Okay, hello everyone. Okay, today we will start to finish the lesson of lesson 7 part B, working. Okay, and in our review, the second, then the president of and CEO of a large company give us his opinion on the secret of being a good manager. So the second part we will study about the secret of a good manager. So what you should do to be a good manager. And finally, we look at a businesswoman around the globe who has succeeded as a top executive in a major company. So a woman, right, can be success also in the leading of a mini company. Okay, in our final part, three parts. So before we start, let's go to our vocabulary first. For the first one, it's mythology, a collection of myths, especially one belonging to a particular religious or cultural traditional. We can say a myth, folklore, or stories. The story that the legend story that passed until nowadays, right? That you remember.
Yes.
So in Khmer, what's it mean? Yeah, very good, right? Example: ancient methodology preserve his knowledge in story form. Okay, the second word is Sun, right? Sun sinly. In a brief and clearly expressed manner, we can say compactly, brief but clearly in Khmer. Yeah, and example, the movie is simply and sensibly, not especially funny. Another word is intangible, unable to be touched, not having physical presence. We can say independent or shadow, something that have no form or no figure in Khmer. Yeah, very good. In Khmer, right? Example, the moonlight made things seem intangible. Another verb is ponder, think about something carefully, especially before making a decision or reaching a conclusion. We can say consider, you think about something before doing something. Yeah, very good. Good picture. I ponder the question of what clothes to wear for the occasion. Okay, and exposure, the state of having no protection from something harmful. We can say another word is revealing, publish, uncover, discover, unveiling. When you display something in public, right? Yeah. Or show something in public in Khmer. Yeah, that time exposure in here. Example here, occasionally dizzy due to chemical exposure is a noticeable condition. Okay, and scandal, an action or even regard as moral or legal wrong and causing general public outrage. We can say dishonor, shame, embarrassment, disgrace, something that made you embarrassed, right? In Khmer. Yeah, very good. Right. Example here, could that be the reason for various scandal involving public funds? Okay, fiscal. Yeah, related to government revenue, especially taxes. You can say financial, monetary, or budget, especially related to the money. In, right? The money that you give to the tax that you give to the public, right? Public service. Example here, the government has a fiscal revenue project of $1 billion. Okay, another word is resentment, bitter indignation at having been treated unfairly. You can say bitter, something that made you feel unfair for you, right? When you do something, you are very sad. So in Khmer, what you know? Yeah, on or tortured. Example here, some people harbor that the sentiment going back many years. We are all human beings, right? So we have this mind. Another verb is penniless, of a person having no money, very poor. We can say a poor, indigent, or impoverished. Very poor, right? In Khmer. Penniless. Yeah, no money. That means a crona, right? Very poor. You cannot support yourself. I want to have something to eat. Especially the beggar, right? They beg for their life, one day by day, not a decade. One day and then they survive for 1 month. No, right? This is called penniless. Example: now back it in they are left penniless and sometimes homeless. Clans, take a brief or how we look. You can say clean piece of pig. You look it very briefly. Yeah, very good, Glenn. Example, I glance to myself and saw the tear in my mother's eyes. Okay, so we finish and let's go to our strategy and our review. We will go to our text to do the exam. Okay, open on page the strategy, 3 strategy here. Open on page 176 for strategy. Before you read right here, 176. Understanding idiomatic phrase from the context. So how you can understand the idiomatic. Okay, and idiomatic phrase is a group word that have special meaning when we use together. Native speaker typically use many idiomatic phrases, but they may be difficult for non-native speaker to understand. Sometimes you recognize every word in the phrase, but still not understand the meaning of the whole phrase in the special idiomatic way it is being used. Usually, if you keep reading, you will find a clue to its meaning. For example, an explanation of contrast phrase. So to understand the idiomatic phrase, you have to follow the reading, right? And then you will know by the example, the contrast phrase, or the explanation in there. Okay, so this is how we understand the idiomatic phrase from the context. We will do example next. So go on strategy 2. Let me see. It's a bit on page 186. Strategy, you see. Using a chart for comparison. Sometimes a chart can help you remember and clearly see distinctive trait, similarity, and difference between people or items you wish to compare. So sometimes we have a chart in there, right? So you can see the chart, they are different, they are similarity. Just like in here, description of Izumi on page 187, Kobayashi and Kim Song-cho and Marian Assumption Ambra Buruzabala he had to put up with opposition from a family or society institution, right? You can using that chart to remember, help you to remember. Okay, the last one, let's see strategy 3. Okay, on page 187. Reading for speed and fluency. Concentrative. Okay, so how you can read to speed and fluency, that means you read it very fast and you can remember it well. This is strategy. The first one is to improve your reading speed and fluency. Pay attention when you are reading. Try to not to get distracted when you are distracted. We tend to read that line that slow down our reading speed. Okay, so the best way to focus on the reading speed is concentration, right? When you have concentration, you focus on what you read. And when you read fast, but you still remember and you still know what they want to talk about, right? So this is the key. Okay, we finished today and we can go to our text and to see more, right? And do the exam presentation.